Hi, Heidi. Thank you so much for taking your time for Rock Antenne today. Here in Germany, many people are celebrating Carnival right now. You know, they dress up and they drink a lot. And one of your new songs is called Carnival, but it doesn't seem to have a lot in common with costumes and drinking. Why did you choose that name?
I love this entry to this interview. Well, Carnival is actually just a kind of an epic ballad on the new record. It's about when you live in some sort of relationship where you feel that it just goes round and round and round, and you keep on repeating the same mistakes, and you're arguing about the same things, and you seem like you can't get out of that spiral of negativity. And it feels like you're just going on a carnival ride that just won't stop and you can't get off.
So like a carousel, like that's the thing that's turning around, yeah? And you can't get off. Okay, so it really doesn't have a lot in common with the happy dressing up and everything. But do you have a similar tradition to Carnival in Germany, in Norway?
Well, there is there aren't any big events going on, but there's a lot going on with the kids in February. So I guess it's probably the same in heritage that that you guys have. I have no idea why, but in February there's actually a lot of carnivals in schools and in classrooms and in kindergartens and so on. But I've still yet to be invited to a grown-up carnival. So perhaps I should come and visit you guys in Germany instead.
Yeah, it's exactly like the kids also do it, but in some parts in Germany, like some parts of Germany are not interested at all in the carnival, and some are like, for them, this week is the highlight of the year. So everybody dresses up and goes outside. It's crazy.
Does anything you want, or is it like, do you have a tradition thing, or why is it?
Well, there are some traditions, and I think it's a Christian thing, like start of fasting season and so on. And so this is like the week before fasting. And there are many traditions, like traditional, what's it called? Like traditional groups doing their dances and costumes. And there are like a lot of people who go out as, costumed as clowns or like anything at all, really.
Okay.
So, do you like dressing up in costumes?
Yes.
Yes, you do.
Yes,
so what would be your costume if you went to a carnival party today?
Today it would definitely be a superhero of some sort. And I love making up superheroes.
So you wouldn't be like a superwoman or something. You would be your own superhero.
Yes. Yeah. I'd read, as you probably know, I also do some children music work, and I released 3 albums. So I love playing, and I love being childlike, and I love like being in this fantasy world. So I have actually written some songs about being a superhero, or just being have one kind of a superpower, or like being having a superpower. So one of the last records that I released, it contained a song that's called Lava Lasa, which is like she's just extremely fast, and can fly, and she has like this, she's the greatest superhero there is. So definitely.
Would you want to go super fast yourself, or is there any other power you would be interested in?
I would like to fly. That would be awesome.
Yeah, that would be like very practical as well. Like yes. You wouldn't go by bus or anywhere. You wouldn't be in traffic jams.
I know.
That sounds great.
The nightliner, and I don't want to. I could just fly to every city on tour.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Maybe a bit cold in winter, but we don't know.
I should also have like this superpower, can fly and also be very strong. Then I can just carry all the equipment with me.
Well, yeah, that would
Obviously.
be awesome. So next time you come to Germany, there won't be any carnival. It will be after Easter because it will be in April. But if you want to, like on stage, you could dress up if you wanted to. I guess everybody would love it. Yeah, you're on tour. What are you looking forward to most when visiting Germany once again?
Oh my God, should I pick one thing? I was actually talking to my bandmates yesterday because I'm in Tromsø now. So I've been regularly meeting with them both last year and this year. And we were talking about just the fact that we actually haven't been outside the country, the Nordic country, in like 3 years. So this is going to be awesome. And to tour in Germany, it sounds like a cliche, but it's one of the best countries that we actually visit, and it's easy access to every city, and the people are so generous, and they have like this, there's a special kind of fans in Germany. So we love being able to meet them again and to just meet everyone and feeling their energy. And there is a special kind of energy in Germany.
I guess
and
Germans
all over Europe. So it's this is actually we are talking from experience.
Well, nice to hear. I guess Germans are maybe very grateful when somebody visits from outer Germany. So do you have any favorite? Do you have a favorite city you've visited in Germany by any chance? No, there's no. It's actually it's different kind of feeling. We did a show in Schraub bar, and which is kind of small, off the grid kind of bar, and then we did, of course, backstage in Munich and in Berlin, and so it's just different kind of vibes. But that is one of the most exciting thing about Germany and touring in Germany, because you are visiting cities, small, you call it small cities, but it's like 200,000-300,000, and it's kind of a big city in Norwegian scale. So we just, it's a big city. But when you visit, you could like, either you get to the venue and it's a rock bar that it's dark and sweaty and just dirty and very cool vibe, and the people there are like have like a usual kind of fan base that comes to these concerts. And the next day you go to like one of the student driven venues, which are extremely well both equipped and are functioning extremely like a machine, and it's kind of, so it's so many things that you experience when you go to Germany. It's extremely difficult to choose one city. So if you think about touring in general, apart from whether you're in Germany or somewhere else, what's the best thing about touring for you? On top of my head, I would say there's two things. One thing is that we work from the minute we are awake till we go to bed after the shows. So, and the feeling that you are kind of a piece in a puzzle, and everyone has like a part. And if the drummer can't make it to the get-in, then everything just collapses in a way. Or we fix it, of course, but you feel like you feel like a part of something that is very strong, and the function of the whole group is very like, we are very connected on the tour, and that feels amazing. So everyone is like really, really important. And the other thing is, of course, that there's no equal concert at all. So it's exciting to go up on stage and to know that the audience they play such a big part in if the concert is going to be effing amazing or very good, or well, it's not so much energy, or so it's exciting to go on stage and just feeling the energy from the crowd, because it has actually a lot to do with our performance as well. So it's kind of a team thing too. Yeah, teamwork.
It's teamwork. Yeah.
And on stage and off stage. Yeah.
Yeah, we cannot emphasize this enough, because people have a lot of power going into a concert. So and everyone is playing a part. So it's not only us on stage, and that is one of the most amazing parts with doing tours. That's it's never a dull moment.
So this tour, your fans can anticipate many new songs. Your new album, The Lines We Crossed, was released in January. What do you enjoy most about this album in general?
I think we are on a very good track, just working as a band and with our new producer, and he's amazing. And so I felt like everything worked on this album. So the songs are, we're very happy with the songs, and we are proud of the end product. And so the tour is containing about 50% new songs and 50% of the old songs, just because we want to do. Okay. Yeah, we want to do some of the old songs as well. So it's not like 13 new songs that people never heard before. But so it's kind of a psychedelic / riff-based song choice, I would say. And just to give you a hint, Espen, the guitar player, is starting out with a bow on the guitar in the first song. So it's fun and it's exciting to be able to rethink concerts with every release, but this one in particular, I think it would be it's going to be a good concert for everyone, hopefully.
Yeah, I think so. So I'm looking very forward to seeing you in April. You write all the songs for Pristine, and you've said in the past that you do this in your parents' cabin. Like, yes. That's a very silent like place to be for writing. So what's your source of inspiration while, sitting in there and doing it?
Yeah, no, that's weird as fuck. But it's kind of.
I wouldn't say it like that.
Well, I think it is, because Pristine is like a very massive and powerful band with a lot of sounds, and you have a lot of guitars. And so the fact that I need to have this extremely feeling of solitude and just being detached from the rest of the world in the middle of a forest with only myself in a cabin and perhaps a cat. It's I think it's pretty weird when I come to think of it in like a bird perspective. But I often need a lot of time to just to work on the core of the songs, to find I need some time to find what I want to say, the communicative intention that I want to bring to the table with the songs, and for that I need some alone time. I need to just wrap my head around everything, and I need to because when I start to work on the songs, there's a lot. I usually have a lot inspiration and songs and sounds in my head on what I would like the song to sound like. And if I am in a room full of people who's working on their own thing, it's extremely difficult for me to silence this and just find the core of what I want to bring into each song. So I think it's just the solitude itself is very inspiring for me. And also listening to other artists or listening to just, I think the solitude is the key here, strangely. And then you have like the total opposite, because when we meet up in studio, we are just, then it's completely different. And then you have like the community feeling, the unity, and everyone is just having a good time, and everyone has equal opinions, and it's very much a democracy. So it's kind of two different worlds, but equally very important.
Yeah, but it makes sense. So you just you first take your time in solitude, and you get the meaning and the text and everything, and then when you're together, of course, there will be the power and everything coming into your songs that we all love. But what's your favorite song on this new album?
There's two. First, I would say The Loneliest Fortune. That is definitely. Yeah, because it was the hardest to write. I still remember the first time that I took the guitar and started just playing around on this idea. And it is it's one of the most personal songs on the album. And it's strange that I'm saying that song in particular, because that one was the hardest to write and the most. You have to dig so deep in some of the songs that you write as an artist, and that one is the most deep. And you have to write about songs about topics that you're perhaps shameful of, or you're not so proud of, or it's just in general painful. So, but still, I feel like kind of it's the most authentic version of myself in a good and a bad way. And also I like the contrasts because it goes from being like very minimalistic and just me and it's very small type of sound to a contrast from the middle of the song and out, which kind of represents my path this last year, and the fact that I'm a person is so many things, we're not only one side or the other. So I feel like this song is kind of representing both being extremely vulnerable and shameful and just hurting. And on the other hand, it's like, yeah, it's standing with your back straight and your head high. And okay, so this is the way I'm going. So it's kind of a strong and a weak song, or a small song.
Yeah, it's a beautiful song. But you said you had 2 favorites. So what's favorite song number 2?
A Ghost with a Gun.
Okay.
I think that one is, because I'm really happy with the riff that I came up with. And working with Espen is also fantastic. Oh, are you there?
Yeah, okay. I'm here. So
yeah, okay. Yeah, so this was a collaboration with Espen. We worked on the riff for a while, but so that was I love that guitar-based riffs. And also it's kind of acknowledging the fact that everyone has a past, and sometimes it kind of haunts you and sometimes it doesn't. So it's kind of the ghost with a gun. That's the past coming to get you. So I'm really happy with that. I think it's catchy, and I love the energy of that song.
I think another song, The Devil You Know, is another very impressive song, because like I love the energy in this, but the song isn't like The Devil You Know, but the song isn't about Satan, I'd say. Like, who is the devil we all know?
Well, I think it kind of represents ourselves in a way. That song is it's kind of I wrote that song because I found myself, as I suppose a lot of people can recognize, is that sometimes you can feel like a freak when you're living in a city where they're like, everyone has like 2 kids and a husband and a car and they're like a picket fence and everything is beautiful, and you just feel like you can't fit in anywhere, and everywhere you turn it's kind of you don't feel a part of anything, and you feel like alienated in many ways. So that song kind of represents both what I felt was the village and the culture of the village, that kind of seemed like everything was very perfect, but underneath it all, it was something that you couldn't like get a grip of, but there was something not evil, but it was like something that you didn't like. So everything wasn't like perfect, like they said. It was more of a just bubbling under the surface, something that I wasn't that comfortable with. So it's The Devil You Know is about that village.
So at least it's not about something like evil, like Lada. Like it's something that is maybe in every single one of us. So something you have to face one way or another. Like I really enjoyed that song. And right now, our Rock Antenne listeners are voting for the greatest 666 rock songs of all time. And The Devil You Know is actually part of the voting.
Really? That's cool.
Yeah, really. What does it feel like to be part of such a big voting, next to bands like Volbeat, The Stones, AC/DC?
Oh my God, that's amazing. I think that we really, really appreciate that. It's kind of an honor.
So Heidi, thank you so much for your time. We're looking forward to seeing you live in April. And until then, all the best.
All the best to you too. Thank you so much.